just curious. So you guys at the French game.
Yeah.
I'm terribly jealous.
Sorry, John.
So 2020 France, Ireland did a bit of a low ebb. France come here to win. Brilliant team. Last year in Paris with Joey Carby playing, Ireland lose, decent showing. If France come here and beat Ireland in Dublin, and say Ireland get France in a quarter-final World Cup, distinct possibility, I would kind of think if we can't beat them in Dublin in these circumstances, virtually no chance in France at a World Cup. That psychology as a player, would it be very difficult to go into France in the World Cup if they win in Dublin and think you win, or how would a player see that?
Yeah, it's a little bit more difficult if you can't beat them at home in front of your own fans. Do we want Ireland to go through the next year winning all of their games?
Yes.
I don't think so. Because I think every single week then becomes a conversation about this unbeaten streak you've gone on.
Is that
more?
Easy when you're from Leinster and you're bored and watching it's supposed to be Ireland.
Is that not better though than if they lose and it's crisis and all that kind of nonsense?
No, I don't think it's going to be crisis if we lose, because the trajectory of the last year has been so strong. This is a team that are still building. They've not hit their ceiling yet. There's a huge amount of more growth in them, and you've got a lot of key personnel there who will have learned from the last few World Cups. This French team, they're going to be favourites for the World Cup. Are we going to meet them at some stage? Possibly. I never thought we'd be in a position where you'd be hoping for New Zealand in a quarter-final, but that is the situation that we now find ourselves in. Gatlin coming back for that Wales first game. I don't think they have a squad that can compete in the Six Nations, but then the Gatlin effect has been so strong over the last 5, 6, 7 years and how long that he has been there. This French team are the outstanding team in World Rugby for me at the moment, and if we can beat them here, it will be a proper marker laid down by this team for the World Cup.
Yeah, it'd be amazing, wouldn't it? Right then, let's give us your Six Nations winners then for the year. So, Jamie, what do you reckon? You know, this Irish team, like what Rob says, maybe not winning every single game sets you up in a different way. Would you like to see Ireland go full throttle, get a grand slam for the Six Nations, set them up for an assault on the World Cup?
I was interested, what did Johnny say a few weeks ago? Like, take World Cup over Six Nations all day. And I think if you ask that to any of the players, they agree.
Would you take a semi-final over a Grand Slam?
They play to win. They don't play to come second or third, where we end up at a semi-final. I think it would be nice to get to a semi, but what do you go home with? Nothing. That's just my personal inclination. I think, what do you think of Six Nations? Heart says Ireland. Head says it's going to be tough, particularly with the two teams that we're facing here. I think Borthwick is going to have a massive impact in England. He's going to put structure on them, and they're going to have actual consistency maybe in terms of selection and choice and direction, as opposed to Eddie just, constantly playing mind games, both internally and externally. But I think I agree with Rob. This team hasn't hit the ceiling. They embrace challenges. Andy has put it out there consistently in terms of all the various challenges that they've had over the last 4 years. COVID being one of them, all the big teams that they faced. But I think it's an important milestone for them to hit to win. I don't think it's the be all and end all. I think they're more than capable of doing it, and they will be setting their stall out that they want to win it.
Well, Hannah. Winners, Six Nations winners, 2023.
Ireland. Much shorter. You say Ireland.
Sorry.
Sorry, yeah. This is a launch. We need to get the hype up.
I think it'll be close. I think the Ireland-France match will be a very, very tight match, but I'm hoping we edge it with home advantage this year and Ireland can make it.
Right. Fiona, go on.
Yeah, I'm forever the optimist, being told that. No, I'm definitely thinking Ireland. It's the home advantage. I think France and England here. I don't think he spoke about Borthwick. I don't think he's had enough time with this English squad. I think come World Cup we'll really see what he can do. And I never worry too much about Warren Gatton personally. His style of rugby, but yeah, I think Ireland can definitely do it.
Yeah, he's a big fan of yours now.
Told me that.
Rob, go on, give us your Six Nations winners then.
I think if you wanted hype, you've come to the right place today. I think Ireland. I'm going to go a step further, and I think it could be a Grand Slam year. I really do.
I thought you told me a minute ago, I'm going to Toulouse.
I think personally, I would, particularly with Leinster going into those European Cup games, a lot of time we would have lost that league game before European quarter final, and it was great just to bring everyone back to basis, not get too far ahead of yourselves. Just because I want them to lose doesn't mean I think they will. But I think this could be a huge, huge year for Irish rugby.